Tomorrow, my Republican colleagues will face a choice. The choice is not whether to invest in roads or bridges or whether the richest of the rich can spare a few pennies for the sake of our economy. The choice is about priorities. Who will Republicans put first? The millions of ordinary Americans struggling to find work and put food on the table, or the millionaires and billionaires whose biggest problem is that they may have to pay an additional $7,000 on the second million they make?
For the last 25 or 30 years, we've been building off the infrastructure built by our parents' generation, hoping that a little bandage here, a little ointment there, a little wire, a little bubble gum would be enough to get us through another year, but that's not a strategy for laying the groundwork for a great future for our children. It's not even a strategy for keeping up. The choke points on America's roads can't be allowed to choke America's economy for the next generation.
Every member of this body, Democrat and Republican, fights for adequate infrastructure spending for their state. Why then, faced with the dual challenges of a jobs crisis and increasingly outdated infrastructure, would we hamper our ability to grow now and in the future by not allowing a debate on this bill and adopting this bill?
We're all worried that China will get ahead of us economically. Well, right now, China's spending 4 times as much on infrastructure as the United States. 4 times as much.
The word no will not put 28 million Americans back to work. The word no will not allow us to strike a balanced agreement to bring deficits under control. The word no will not allow us to undertake a robust program to modernize our transportation system.
Tomorrow, we're going to give our colleagues in the Senate a chance to join us in making that happen. We're going to try to move this country forward by putting people to work building things that count. Highways and bridges at airports and schools, community colleges, and things that will serve us for years to come, creating thousands of jobs all across America.
Investing in infrastructure is essential to addressing our nationwide unemployment crisis.
Fact is, you cannot have big league economic growth in America with little league transportation systems. It's just not possible. If your bridges and your roads are falling apart, you simply cannot have the growth that we need, and those jobs and the growth are the number one issue for our people.
Whether or not we decide to do these things is really going to determine how competitive America is going to be. Right now, everybody knows we are facing a transformational economic challenge. It's different from the challenge we faced in the last century.